Listen, I'm going to be direct.
Yep.
There was a report out that our revolution is kind of rebranding as pragmatic progressives. That really is a little concerning to me because I've never heard of a revolution that's pragmatic. Obviously, their strategy, yes, but a lot of people hear that and say, oh, they're selling out. What is this idea of being pragmatic progressives? Because we did have Hillary Clinton in 2016 say, Bernie over there, he's a radical. I'm a progressive who gets things done.
Well, yeah.
And this sounds kind of like that, pragmatic progressives.
And I think if Paul Waldman, Washington Post, wrote a column explaining that the headline of the AP that pro-Sanders group rebranding is a term of art. No, we're not rebranding. We're not changing. What we're talking about is strategy. We are going to get progress towards Medicare for all. We have a theory of change to leverage concessions from people in power. We're going to get shit done. So for all those who didn't read the rest of the article, who are just using the headlines and then using their social media accounts, join us. Let's win something. Instead of just sit on your, in front of the TV and watch, whatever you do and tweet, right? Let's go and fucking get Medicare for millions of more people right now. It is possible, but going out and saying we need a Medicare for all vote, we're going to lose it. I can count votes. Can the rest of the left? We don't have the votes, but we do have a shot, right? It's not rebranding. Bernie Sanders, the Progressive Caucus, we are consolidating power to make progress.
So this is I'm actually asking because I don't honestly I think progressives, including the squad, have been bad at communicating what their strategy is. So I'm glad at least we're hearing it, because a lot of people just jump on to like that they're selling out because they're not really communicating why they don't think force the vote is a good idea, why they don't think. So I want to ask you, basically what you're talking about is let's chip away while we don't have the White House, while we don't have the Senate, while we don't have Congress. Let's chip away at getting lowering the age, getting expansion of benefits, while simultaneously trying to seize power so we could go all the way.
And
that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
That's why it sounds like to me.
That's right.
So on the opposite end, what is our revolution's rebuttal or trying to get people to join you in saying that we've tried this strategy of playing along with the Democratic Party, working within the system, and it's gotten us 40 years of the money hoarding to the top, the planet burning, and on. We can't do this through the Democratic Party anymore.
Well, look, in the world as it is, right, in order to get, right, Saul Alinsky, right, we organize in the world as it is to get to the world as it should be, right? I am grounded in the reality of power, right? We need to organize money and organize people. I'm grounded in the reality that we have a two-party system. I am grounded in the reality that we have made transformational change by organizing and taking over the party at moments. Has the party been taken over by corporations? Big money? Yes. But that's why, you know what we're doing? We are running people for precinct captains. We're taking over Democratic parties. We're creating progressive caucuses. The Democratic Party is a gatekeeper to democracy in our country. So no other group on the left is systematically doing what we're doing. That's one. Two,
And right, getting some victories, to be fair.
Yes.
The Nevada state, the Democrats in Nevada took over.
Right. And, we've, built progressive caucuses in state parties. We've, but in addition to the party, incredible wins. And you're going to be hearing more about our organizing within the Democratic Party within the next few months, nationally, as well as around the country. But that's key, right? Within the world as it is, you can't just say, we're going to ignore Democrats and Republicans and go start the, around the corner club, right? I mean, if they can, good, do it. But I have not yet seen it result in anything tangible. So we have to, and maybe both are worthwhile, but what we are doing is we think we can infiltrate the Democratic Party, take it over. We can run for these offices. We can be the precinct captain. Citizens are not engaged. Progressive citizens are not engaged in taking over the Democratic Party. We should do that. That's the first lever of power. Then we should build a bench. Over the last 5 years, we've elected over 700 progressives, right? School board, city councils, state senators, these people are going to graduate up, right? This is the infrastructure of the progressive movement. Progressive party, we need to build, a bench of progressive champions, right? And then we got to fight like hell on our issues, but we got to win along the way. You can't wage an unwinning war for decades and inspire people, right? We should take whatever victories we can as we march towards our ultimate goal, and that's what we're doing. We are 110% committed to Medicare for all, and we're going to win a down payment on it if the community, if the left, if the progressive unites. Stop the circular fucking firing squad. Demand action now. Bernie Sanders is going to help us get millions more covered. Why are people not rising up and saying, yes, the president said he would do it, let's make him do it. We have a path to get this done. It is remarkable. But yet, people on the left, and a lot of them I don't, a lot of them I invite them, get involved. Let's carry out the strategy because we can do this. We should not be divided. We can make progress towards our vision.
Do you think the circular firing squad, let's just call it what it is. You got YouTube hosts battling.
Yeah.
You got Twitter on fire.
Right.
Do you understand why?
Look,
wait. Do you understand why a lot of those people are frustrated, are angry, are cynical?
What do you mean why?
Do you understand that a lot of those people that are, fighting and there's a lot of tribalism going on the left right now, why they're so hopeless, why they're so angry?
Well, I think there's a lot of people who just talk the talk, right? They want to have audiences and make money and monetize platforms, right? And get eyeballs. They're not organizing. They're not building institutions in communities, right? You were at our Nina Turner rally. A sea of blue shirts. Those are organized people. That's the way change happens. That is what we are doing. We're not pontificating on a YouTube show, right? We're not trying to monetize clicks. We're out there talking to people, saying, rise up. We can elect Nina Turner. We can defeat the elites, right? But it takes people power. It takes organizing. It takes knocking on doors and walking until your feet are tired. That's what it takes. Anyone can film a video and do a tweet. But, right, the real change makers are organizing in the streets. And that's what it takes.
Let me bring this full circle.
Yeah.
We're less than 24 hours away. Nina Turner's election.
I need to head over to Canvas.
Okay, sorry. Real quick. This has become nationalized, this race. If Nina wins, what does it say to you? Because to me, the establishment told us over and over, no, Medicare for all, not popular here. Midwest people, they don't want nice things. They're moderate. They won't go for this. If Nina wins, what does it say? Not just for the people. It's important, obviously, for this community. What does it say against narratives that progressives just their policies, their message is not for large swaths of America?
So what I would say is, look, all politics at the end of the day, and like all organized, it's local. I really believe politics and elections are local. It is becoming nationalized because there's inordinate sum, right? The establishment, the Democratic establishment, the Republican establishment are afraid of Nina Turner. So they're expending exorbitant sums to defeat her, right? But that being said, and because of that, it becomes nationalized. And of course, the media wants to write, this race is about whether or not, the party's going to be progressive or not. Well, no, that's not true. The party is more progressive. The president is more progressive because we got power, right? We have Bernie Sanders as budget chair. We have a progressive caucus that can hold a line of votes. It's like a third party inside the Democratic Party, right? We're already ascendant. So win or lose, the movement is already making progress. We're on the way. If we win, we will have a more prophetic voice to add to Congress, a strategic voice for the CPC, for the Congressional Progressive Caucus. We will have a real progressive in the Congressional Black Caucus. I think that's amazing, right? I think that's great. But that being said, it's not about one person. It never was, right? Change does not happen. There's not, unless it's Jesus Christ, right? Or some other, godlike person. But nobody I've met from Bernie Sanders to AOC is gone, right? They're not the change makers. We are, right? So whether or not Nina wins or loses, the progressive movement marches on. We have changed the country. We're going to keep doing it, you know, and we're going to win some and lose some along the way. Let's just be real. That's organizing. And if we lose, we need to make sure we organize more, right? Because organized money can only be defeated with organized people. If we win, I think that's great. And we still got to organize more because we still don't have the votes for Medicare for all, right? We still need to organize to get the Green New Deal, right? We're adding one more vote with this election for Medicare for all. One more vote. But we've got a lot more to do. So either way, the fight doesn't stop, right? I think progressive will be inspired and excited, but it doesn't mean we stop. It's just we just added one more vote for our policies in a chamber that has 223 Democrats. We got to move them all, and that fight doesn't stop.
Thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it.